What's going on, gang? Sarah here to take you through a post-run recovery session. What I've got here is I've got one long, one short stick. I also have a mat because we are going to be going down to the floor into a kneeling, half kneeling position. And I'd love for you to have a towel just in case you need a little extra padding for your knee. And I've also grabbed a yoga block. Now, if you don't have a yoga block, a big pillow might be fine because we're going to do some 99 Me movements. And I'd love for your knee to be supportive if your hips are anything like mine and they don't move as well as they should. So that's what we've got going for today as far as equipment is concerned. I've got about 8 exercises here that I want us to just really take our time with, really begin to start hitting all of those areas that I personally feel when I'm done running and I just sit there and go, whoa, I really need a moment. So if you feel anything like I do, I think that you're going to appreciate the movements that I've selected, the exercise that I've selected for you to just go ahead and begin to start addressing some of those sticky points, particularly that find themselves a little bit sticky after you're done running. So let's get started. I'm going to take a side-facing view to you. And what I'd love for you to do is widen your feet out to hip to shoulder width. Now, I'm doing this barefooted. I'm going to encourage you to do that as well because I don't think that we get our feet out of our shoes and our sneakers enough. So let's take those feet right out of our shoes, take those socks off, and let's find some grounding onto the floor. Going to take our stick right out in front of us at 12 o'clock. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a double hand or an overhand grip. Right's going to go over left. I'm going to angle my stick in towards my feet. Then from here, I'm going to push my stick away. Now, the height is going to be roughly dependent upon you. I'm going to say right around chin to nose or face height. From here, we're going to go into a standing child's pose. So root your feet down, press your hands out in front of you, and then I want you to begin to slowly hinge. And as you hinge, you're pushing your bum back and you're letting yourself just kind of fall gently into your shoulders. Now that firm grip you've got on your stick, I want you to press into the floor about a 3 out of 10 or a 30% effort. And then I just want you to breathe. Give me 2 more big breaths. Try to expand the rib cage by exhaling out and then inhaling and pressing your air wide. Come on back up on this next exhale. Now, if you want a little bit more shoulder, a little bit more lat lengthening, bring your hands just a little bit higher. So maybe they're at the top of your head, forehead height. Press your hands out in front. Go ahead, take that same position. Maybe you can get into those shoulders a little bit more. Feet are rooted down. But try to grab that mat between your balls of your feet and your heels. Press your bum back and try to take your tailbone and tuck it right underneath. So we're trying to get as flat of a back as we can. Now let's take those breaths again. Expand your lungs and press your air wide into your rib cage. And slowly exhale. Again. And a third and final time, and I want you to push your air up into your back. Exhale. Come on back up. Let's do one final one, and I want you to switch your top hand. Let's go left hand on top. Press out towards 12 o'clock. Hinge back. Drop your head in between those biceps of yours. They're not collapsing. We're still providing that pressure down. Now let's work that breath. Try to hit both edges of your rib cage and your back. Let's go for 3. Breathe in. And out. With our left hand on top, we might be getting a little bit more love through this left hand side. Breathe in. And out. Last one, breathe in. And out. Come on back up. Well done. just getting an opportunity to open up that rib cage, which can get so locked down at times. I want you to really begin to start paying attention to that and how you breathe and where you breathe. Now from here, we're going to go into a standing hamstring stretch. I really, really enjoy this one. So what I want you to do, I'm going to actually change my microphone over to my right-hand side just for a second. So what we'll do is I want you to bring your feet underneath your hips. So just a slight adjustment. Lean your stick up against your left shoulder. And I want you to kick your left foot forward, just so your heel is landing in front of your right set of toes. Your stick will be about a foot in front of your left foot. Now, lean that stick up against your shoulder, and I want you to press it down. We've got a double hand grip, and I want you to take a full grip. So get those fingers and those thumbs wrapped around. Now we're going to find that same hinging pattern we just did. And while we do that, we're going to climb down the stick, hand over hand, pressing the stick down to the floor and into our shoulder. And once we find ourselves into a stretch on our hamstring on our left side, little softness on the right is not going to be too bad. It's actually going to be quite helpful. Once you find a stretch on that left side, I want you to pause and hold there. Now take your left heel and think about digging it backwards behind you without actually moving your foot. Now take your toes and pivot them out to your left towards 9 o'clock. Pivot them over to the right, 3 o'clock. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So really we're just trying to get in there, hit all those nooks and crannies, get a lot of tension going through here. And we might even be able to begin to do a little bit of flossing of that tissue as we go through. Come back to center, slowly begin to climb hand over hand back up, still providing tension down into the stick and into your shoulder. Let's go down for one more side. Slide down the stick. Again, trying to dig that heel back in a little bit sooner so we can begin to find that left hamstring. Once we found it, and it doesn't have to be super deep hinge, I want you to now pivot that foot to the left, to the right, and you're going to begin to feel this through that upper hip on your left-hand side, as well as through that high hamstring. Maybe feel a little bit in your muscle belly. Everybody's going to feel this one in a little bit of a different place, but we're truly just trying to get that hamstring activated and then mobilized. Slide our way back up. Well done. Now I'm going to turn around, face the opposite side so that we can go ahead and hit up that right hamstring. Pardon me while I just adjust that microphone. Go ahead, stick up against your right shoulder. Take your right foot, step it forward, heels in slightly in front of your left set of toes. We have a foot or so distance in front of our right foot with the stick. Stick to shoulder, stick to floor, press, find tension through there, dig the right heel in and back without letting that foot move. Now we slide down the stick, and then once you found that tension, you begin to start rotating. Again, just mobilizing through those really sticky spots. I feel this one a little bit higher in my hamstring. Once again, I've said it already, you may feel it in a little bit of a different spot than I do. It's not wrong, it's just you. It's what your body's giving you. And then slide back up. So we work through what we have. Let's go ahead last time. Slide down. Let's go 3 out of 10 down into the stick, into our shoulder. Dig that heel back and in so we begin to start activating through those posterior lines of the hamstring, glutes, while we then begin to add the rotation. 2, and then for 3, come back to center, slide, come on back up. Well done. Now, from here, I'm going to come back. I'm going to face square to you. I want you to tip your feet out to a shoulder to hip width position. We're going to go into a lateral bow. I really like to begin to start stretching and mobilizing everything out that goes through my lateral side, my lateral line. Hips, IT bands, QLs, lats, you name it. It usually gets tight. So let's go ahead and find it. What I want you to do is take your right hand on the stick, and I want you to extend it out in front of you about as far as it can go. If you need to angle it in towards your right foot, absolutely fine. But we're at that hand out at 3 o'clock. Left hand's going to come up and over. We're going to take a gentle approach to this to start. Now with both hands on sticks, hips square, push your left hip away. So really get into that outer edge of your left foot. Now press your hands away too. There we go. Now just stay here and breathe. Let your right head just kind of collapse a little bit towards your right ear. And you're going to feel the stretch coming all the way through your left armpit, through your left rib cage, down across your left hip. Good. Go ahead. Come on back up. Now turn your stick just a quarter turn, just so we don't put the same amount of pressure through the stick every single time we do this. Now we were out in a long arm position. I want you to bring this in just a little bit tighter so we get a little bit of bend on that right elbow, but we're still at 3 o'clock. Take the left hand up and over. Go ahead, push your hips away, hands away. We can get a little bit deeper now into that left side. Really drive your left heel into the ground. Now, I might be able to get my arms fully extended, and you at home may or may not, and you might be right about here, just going, what's going on? Do the best you can. Keep forcing that stick out as best as you can through the right side. Push right, pull left, and you're going to begin to start feeling how much more you can activate that left side and really begin to start lengthening through those tissues. Come ahead, go ahead, come on back up. Give me another quarter turn if you'd like. You can bring that elbow in a little bit more snug, so we're now at a 90-degree bend. Not for you, go right back to where we started. Last one, up and over, hips away first and foremost, hands away second. There we go. Now I can get a little bit more aggressive. I'm getting a lot more coming up across my ribs on the outside, up into my lats. Let that head just hang. Come on back up, and let's start that process all over again on the left-hand side at 9 o'clock. Left arm will extend out, right hand comes up and over. Go ahead, push your hips away, hands away. Now I have one side that's typically tighter than the other, and this is the one. So I can feel this not only in my lat, but it's coming very aggressively down and across my lateral right hip. So this, I really enjoy doing this to just kind of help open up what's going on the lateral side of my body. Come on back up. Give me a quarter turn of the stick. Maybe bring it in just a little bit closer. Hips away, hands away. And it's going to be a much more aggressive stretch the closer you bring that stick into you. So do what's going to work best for you. If you don't like this second adjustment and you know you're not going to like the third, just stay out at the first one. It's absolutely fine. Go ahead, come on up. Give me that quarter turn of stick. Maybe you bring that elbow in a little bit tighter. Root the right foot down. 2, 1, push hips away, hands away. There we go. Come on. Now just kind of settle into this. Really try to find some length out of that right leg. Keep your hips as square as possible to me or to whatever object you're orienting yourself to. And again, I can feel this now starting to creep across the front of my hip. That's just how tight I am. Hold this for another 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Excellent job. Now let's take this to the ground. Let's address the tissues absolutely in the front of our hip. So this is where I'm going to ask you to find your towel if you want a little extra padding for your knee. I'm going to go side facing to you, and I'm going to start with my right knee because I know this is the one that I'm going to need a little extra attention on. I'm going to find a half kneeling position. So I'm going to put my right knee to the floor. I'm going to try to see how I've got my toes tucked under. I'm going to actually try to put my top of my foot flat to the floor. Shoulders, hips, knee, try to stay as vertical as possible with my left leg in front, knee in line with hip. I'm going to take my stick, put it in line with my heel, and I'm going to go hand over hand, full rope grip, right out in front of me at 12 o'clock. Now I've angled my stick in at me. You can choose to go more vertical, but try not to angle the top of the stick at you. Now, the trick to this one, this is where we're going to really begin to start activating and mobilizing tissues in the front of our right hip. So what I'm going to need you to do, press down through that stick. I want 5 out of 10 pressure down to the floor. Pressure down through your right foot and squeezing and engaging your right glute. Let's hold this here. Press down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now this is post run. If we want to get a little bit more strength, a little bit more activity, we would go for a little bit longer. I am going to ask you, instead of going for length of time, let's go for a little bit more intensity. So let's find our second set here. Let's try to ramp the intensity to a 6 out of 10, 60%. Press down. Good. Hold this here. 5, 4, stay tall. Don't get caught leaning forward. 3, 2, 1. Well done. We're going to go for just one more of those. Go ahead, extend those hands. Yes. Now pressure down. Let's try to ramp this to a 7 out of 10. Pressure down through the foot. Squeeze your right bum. Pressure down through the stick. Hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, gang. Well done. All right, so now let's go ahead. I'm going to stay facing away from you. I'll just take my left knee out so you can get a little bit of a different angle, but I'm still going to be working on my left side. So what I want us to do, setting up through here again, find that 12 o'clock position with your stick. Really nothing changes, just the knee that was on the ground. Standing nice and tall, let's start with a 5 out of 10. Pressure down through stick, top of foot, squeeze your bum, stay tall, hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Next rep, 6 out of 10. Let's see what we can do. Whatever that looks like for you. It's 60%. Here it is. Extend those hands. Press down. Hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. There it is. We got our last one. I know I'm asking a lot post run. Trying to look for some recovery here, but this activation, it's going to bring some blood flow in. Let's really begin to start finding this. Here it is. Give me 5. Give me 6. Give me 7 out of 10. 70% effort. Let's go hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Yes. Well done, gang. Now I'm going to stand up because I'm going to turn and face you. I'm going to still continue to keep my towel in play. And I want to go back into a half kneeling position with my right knee on the towel. Now I've come to face you because I want to work back into that lateral line a little bit more. So with my stick on my right hand side at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and extend it about a foot or so off my right hand side. Now I'm going to take my right hand up about as high as my arm can grab. And I'm going to fall away laterally to my stick. So once again, we can begin to start addressing some of those tissues in that lateral line, i.e. the TFL, the lats, the IT band, that pesky IT band. So from here, how I like to start, I like to push my hip and start leaning. Come with me. Right hip leans towards stick. Right arm just kind of gets long. And I'm going to go ahead and hang out here. Now you can squeeze your right butt cheek just a little bit for some activation to help push your hips forward. If you feel a little uncomfortable, you can go ahead and grab a hold. We're just going to hang out here. Feel how everything through this upper line above the waist and then right through that lateral hip begins to stay activated. Good. Come on back up. We're going to go just one more. If you felt a little bit uncomfortable, that's okay. You can go back and give me one more couch stretch. Or we can just give it another go. Sometimes you just got to practice this one. Let the hip fall to the side, drop in, feel this right leg really begin to start getting stretched out. You got that right hip and that right set of rib cage, lat. Good. All those intercostal muscles. We work so hard on turning those on when we're breathing, trying to expand that rib cage. Give me one more big breath. Good. Blow it out. Come on back up. Let's switch over. Let's go left knee down. And this is where this added towel definitely begins to start really becoming your friend. So stick comes over to 9 o'clock. Again, the distance is, a little bit more specific to you individually. I like a little bit more than a foot so that my hand can reach up nice and high. And then I'm going to go ahead and just fall laterally to the side. And once I start to feel that stretch, I just land there and I hang. And I can come across, let my right hand hold on just for some sense of balance, or I can just go ahead and let it drip. Grip strength, hidden gem of this workout, of this session. We need a lot of this. We spend a lot of time maybe not holding on to things as heavy as we should. This is a really great opportunity for us to try to get a little bit more grip strength and grip work in. Come on back up. Make any adjustments. Maybe you send that stick a little further away. Maybe you bring it a little bit closer. Maybe you grab a little bit higher. Take a big deep breath in. Fall to the side, slowly and controlled. There it is. I went a little bit higher, so now I can get a little bit more attention to that left front / side of hip. Go ahead, give me a little squeeze on that left glute. 2 more breaths. Try to expand. Put your air right into that left rib cage. Feel how that activates some tissues that are a little bit tight. Yeah, we like that. One more. Breathe in and out. Come on back up. Great job, gang. We're going to stay on the floor. We're going to take away the towel for the time being. We're going to go into a full straddle position. Now, there's no easy way to get into this one, so I'm going to kind of go off at an angle, and I want you to open up your legs as wide as those hips will let you, okay? Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the stick at the ball of our feet. Now, what I want you to try to do, ankles, hopefully they're going to cooperate with us. I want you to be able to turn your foot so the whole foot from your pinky to your big toe is flush up against the stick. Now, it may or may not happen, but I do want you to try to make that be a thing that you're able to get to now or in the future. Now, my legs are as wide as I can get them, right at around the ball of my foot. Whole foot is flush, so my soles are pointing straight ahead. I want you to grab in the middle of the stick. We're going to hit the adductor, so right in the middle of that groin, that pesky muscle that just sometimes doesn't allow us to move our hips as well as we think. So go ahead, give myself a good pull through both hands coming in, and as I pull in, I press forward with my legs and I push them down. And I want you to try to get some height here. And I want you to hold this. Give me like a 5 out of 10 on this one. Need to get a little bit of tension through these tissues to really begin to start impacting some type of change. Hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now I'm going to give myself a slight adjustment on my setup. So I'm going to go a little bit more side facing to you, because what I want you to notice on this next one is I want you to notice the height on my torso. So feet are locked in. Maybe you can get a little bit wider now. Bring those hands right in the center of the stick. Pull in. Give me a 6 out of 10 effort. Pull, push through those feet. And I want you to try to roll that tailbone underneath you so your torso is vertical. Keep pressing. Hold this here for 10. I said it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going to do one more. Maybe you can squeeze those legs just a little bit wider. Maybe not, and that's okay. Let's go ahead. Last one. Give me a 7 out of 10 effort. Really pull. Don't be afraid to bend that stick. Pull in. Press your feet forward. Get up nice and tall. Hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that pressure through the stick. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Don't go anywhere. Nope, we're not going anywhere. I want you to hold on with your left hand. We're going to now take ourselves up and over, and we're going to do a lateral bend. So our right hand is going to reach towards our left foot. Not nearly as much pressure, but I want you to give me a good 5 out of 10 effort. So pull your left hand in, take your right hand up and over like you're trying to reach towards your left set of toes. And now keep your right foot to the ground. Really press that heel into the floor. Ball of your feet into the stick, and you're going to begin to feel everything open up through that lateral side. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Take your right hand, just bring it left of center. Go ahead, give me a good pull. Reach your left hand up, tip over, pressure through the left leg. Really try to square, and if you can, try to turn your gaze upward. Look up, and you're going to really begin to start attacking through that lateral side, into those hips, into that rib cage. Hold this for another 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Excellent job, gang. Now I'm going to take my long stick. I'm going to put it off to the side. And what I'm going to do is bring my short stick in. And this is where I'm going to want you to grab a block if you have it, or here comes that towel. What I want to go into is a 90-90 position and or a 90-90 shin box. Now I'm going to send my left shin forward. So I'm going to have it run through the front edge of my mat, and my knee on my left side should be in line with my hip. And then vice versa, I've got my right leg back, right knee should be parallel with my front shin. And then I've got my back shin in this 90-degree position. Now I can sit relatively tall and comfortably, but these hips just don't have a lot of mobility. So this is where the block comes in handy. If you don't have a block, that's okay. And in fact, let's do this instead. If this knee goes right to the ground, you're golden, stay there. If not, take this left heel, bring it into your midline. Now notice my knee has changed positions, it's on the ground. I'm going to do the same in the back. Just pull my heels in. So this is a shin box. We're going to really begin to start working on some movement. Your short stick. Now, with our left leg in front, I want you to go ahead and put the short stick in your right hand. Let's go ahead. Imagine you had your shoes on, you got shoelaces in place. Send that stick out in front of you, even with where your shoelaces would be. Right hand is going to be right around middle to upper portion of the stick. Left hand can go to the floor. And I want you to lean forward over your left hip. Pause here, and I want you to drive down through the stick with 30% tension. So it's a 3 out of 10 effort, and just press down. Now just hold here. I want you to focus on the hand. I want you to focus on your right side rib cage and that back hip, just feeling how much tension you got coming through there. And then also notice what we got going through the front as well. Let's stay here for another 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Now we're going to do that again. You're going to focus in on pressing your left knee down as well as your right this time for a little activation. So left palm to floor, reach right hand in front. I want you to try to pull your rib cage down. So what we're doing is we're trying to pull rib cage down, put length out of that right hand side. Now as we've leaned and hinged over our left leg, push the left leg down as well as the right. Pause and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Now you notice with that pressure, you can get a little bit more length. You can get a little bit more rotation. Let's go one final time. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to open up my foot just a little bit more. Just see if I can get a little bit into that left side, just a touch. Go ahead, hinge. Press the left down. Push the right down. And let's go for this. Hold this. We're going to do 10 seconds on this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now let's swing this over to the other side. So I'm going to now bring my right leg in front, trying to make sure my right knee, my right hip are in line. Now, once again, if I were to come out to that true 90-90 position, there's just a whole lot of space here. We don't want that there. So this is where we can choose to bring the ground up to us if you like, or I'm going to choose, and I'm going to encourage you as well, to bring that leg in a little bit more snug to your midline on both sides. Let's take the left hand into the stick, or the stick to the left hand. Right hand goes down. Let's just fold forward. Try to find that right hip just a little bit. You're going to open up through the left lat. And let's just pause here. Again, we're just trying to feel our way through this movement. We're not trying to do any activation. We're just trying to see what we've got going on here for range of motion out of these hips. And I can tell you, I don't have that much. So I need to spend more time doing this. Good. Give me another 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. And as much as I need to spend time doing it, I definitely need to spend time doing it post-run. So this is an excellent way to just try to reclaim some mobility that you might have lost while running. Go ahead, press both knees down now. Pressure down. Search for length out of that left side. Don't be afraid to lean into the right to get a little bit deeper to the hips. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Final one. We're going to hold for 10. Maybe I can open these feet up just a touch more. Let's go ahead, hinge into this. Pause, hold, press knees down, press stick down. 10 count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep pressing. 2, 1. Nice. Well done. All right, gang, we got one final movement, and this truly is one of my favorites. You can choose to have that block handy, and I'm going to show you why. Towel can go off to the side. We're going to go into a side-lying T-spine rotation, or for those yogis out there, it's a supine spinal twist. Takes a little bit of setup, so what I want you to do is lay flat down onto your back. I want you to take the stick in your right hand and I want you to park it right by the outside of your right foot. Now take your right hand, reach as high up as you can on the stick, as much length as your arm will give you. Now bend your left knee and I want you to rotate all the way onto your right hand side. So while you're here, this is what we got. So I've got my left knee locked in place and my stick being locked in place by my right foot. Both hands are going to be on the stick to start, but my right is really grabbing hold of the stick firmly. From here, your left hand is on top. I want you to go ahead, pull down through your right hand, push down through your right foot, take a big deep breath in, and I want you to rotate open with your left hand, trying to keep that left knee on the ground. And you can feel and hear how my voice changes just a little bit. So go to a place that feels comfortable for you and where you can still continue to breathe. Let's do 2 breaths through here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And let's close back up. Let's just do one more. Take a big deep breath in, blow out. Just kind of connecting all the dots on everything we've just spent some time working on. Breathe in and out. In and out. Last breath. Breathe in and slowly blow out and return back to your start position. So I'm going to stay here on this side just for the sake of movement and for time. I'm going to now bring my stick over to my left. I'm going to put the stick right up against the edge of my left outer foot. My left hand now has the stick. I'm going to reach it high. My right knee is driving up. I'm going to now take it over and under the stick. Now, if you need a block, you can put it underneath your right knee. From here, I'm elevated a little bit. Take a big deep breath in. And I want you to now rotate open once again and feel just how much more comfortable that rotation has become because you've elevated your knee up off the ground. 2 breaths. Breathe in and out. But I want you to search for length between both hands, pulling that stick down across the right knee. Breathe in and out. I'm going to remove the block from underneath. Your choice if you want to do that. Take a big deep breath in and rotate open. Feel how that changes your stretch. We're getting a lot of chest. We're getting a lot of back. Breathe in and out. Last one, breathe in and out. Close on up, and well done, gang. That is your post-run recovery session. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel like you're on the road to recovery and to have a great run the next time you head out. I'll see you soon.